These are foxglove, Digitalis purpurea, and these beautiful wildflowers are native to the UK and much of Europe. They bloom from around May and they can be seen in grasslands, hedgerows and woodlands. The flower spikes can grow to around 1.5 meters tall, sometimes even taller. The flowers are tubular and they mostly all droop down to one side. They're a pinkish purple colour and they have spots on the lower surface. They have hairs inside the flowers to stop smaller insects from entering. But these flowers are absolutely loved by bees like these here. And you'll often see bees buzzing in and out of the flowers in the summer. The flowers open consecutively from the bottom of the spike up to the top of the spike, and by the time the flowers in the middle and at the top are opening, the pollinated flowers at the bottom of the spike are starting to produce their fruits, which kind of look like mini pears. And these seed casings are bright green and will start to turn black as the seeds inside start to ripen. Just as a reminder, this series isn't about foraging, it's just about wildflower identification, and some of the plants in this series are toxic, and especially this plant, this can be deadly poisonous. The leaves of foxglove are oval and fairly broad, and the margins are very shallowly toothed. At the base of the plant they grow in a large rosette, and the leaves get narrower the further up the flower stem you go. Have a look at this for a patch of foxgloves. These lovely little flowers are sheepsbit, also known as bluebonnets. They can be seen in flower from May, growing in dry places with free draining soil and plenty of sun, especially in dry grasslands, heath and moorlands, and along cliff tops. Especially where I am now in West Wales, the cliff tops have a lot of bluebonnets here. They have rounded flower heads with up to 200 ray florets in this beautiful deep blue colour. The plant is fairly low growing and can form dense clumps. These are Heath spotted orchids. You'll see these from late spring in heathland, growing in amongst gorse and heather. They have markings on their leaves similar to common spotted orchids and early purple orchids, but Heath spotted orchids are generally shorter than those two. It does hybridise with common spotted orchid though, so it can make it quite difficult to identify. Heath spotted orchids have white to pale pink sepals with darker purple markings. If you take a walk through any heathland or grassland with nutrient poor soil this time of year, late spring to early summer, you'll usually find them covered with bright yellow flowers. Now some of these are bird's foot trefoil, which we looked at in the last video. That's where you get the denser patches of yellow. But all throughout it there are these smaller yellow flowers, and these are Tormentil. So this is a very low growing plant from the rose family, and unusually for the rose family it's only got 4 petals. Most members of the rose family have 5. The flowers are a bright glossy yellow colour, and they can look a little bit like very small buttercups, but buttercups have 5 petals. The Tormentil leaves are divided and have a little bit of a similarity to strawberry leaves, which they're quite closely related to. Here you can see there really are masses of these flowers. And we've also got some Heath spotted orchids here as well.